So 3ds Studio Max provides two types of lights. There's the standard and the photometric lights. Standard lights are the ones that kind of simulate the lights that you might have in your home or the sun itself, while photometric lights enable you to define lights as they would be in the real world. There's things about it that you can change, like the temperature, the intensity, and all the stuff that kind of help it resemble the real world lights. So let's start with the standard lights, and you have a few types here that you can choose from. Firstly, we have the target spotlight, which is kind of like a flashlight. And you also have a target object to aim at. So let's move it around. Let's move it around a bit. Am I in camera? Yes, I'm in camera. Let's move the light. Oops. Let's move the target. Let's go back to physical camera view. And let's see if we render it. See how the light falls from this side. Let me change just a few rendering settings so that we can see everything a bit better. Just a bit more realistic. I am also going to add a plane so that we can see how light bounces off better. Okay, just go back to physical camera. Let's see how it looks like now. So we have a few options that we can change. We can say whether we want the light to cast shadows or not. And usually, yes, we do that if we want the scenes to be realistic. This is the intensity and the color of the light. So let's just make it really orangey. And let's give it a try from the camera view. See if anything changed. See how yellowish it is right now. Okay, let's just try the other types of light as well. The next one we have is the free spotlight, which is exactly the same thing as the target spotlight. It still behaves as a flashlight. It's just that there's no target, so just like the camera basically, there's no target. You don't have a target object. I kind of like the target ones. I feel like it's easier to move them around. It's just more convenient in general. Let's add shadows, and let's play with the light. I want something more pink. And let's render this. Okay. And one other thing that I wanted to do was to actually decrease the intensity of this. Let's say by half. Okay, that's definitely looking better. Not from this perspective, but okay. Let's move on to the target directional light, and they're mostly used to simulate sunlight. Let's see how these work. I don't usually use them very often, so Okay, so once that is done, again, I can click on the shadows. Let's see how it looks like. There's a free directional light, which again doesn't have it doesn't have any target. Let's see how this would look like. Okay, kind of harsh. Let's go to the modify, add the shadows, decrease this. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Alright, the next one is the Omni Light, which kind of points or casts light from every direction or in any direction, and it's really useful when you want to simulate different sources of light, like a lamp or anything like that. And let's go to the modifier again, add some shadows. Let's see how this looks like. This is definitely my favorite type of light in 3D Studio Max. I use it quite often. So the last one is a skylight, which simulates daylight, and I just decrease the multiplier and just change the sky color just a bit. And I'm just gonna change the numbers of rays per sample to be around 10, just because it will take a while for it to render. Let's give it a try. So it definitely looks good. Of course, there's a lot of noise going on around here, so we're gonna learn how to deal with that so that the images are as photorealistic and as clean as possible. But we're gonna move on to the photometric lights for now, and we're just gonna go to the rendering after that.